Even with limited screen time, these characters managed to steal the show. Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 hilarious recurring characters from sitcoms.
You hear that? Professor Proton said I should call him Arthur. That means we're friends.
No, a friend would have told me about the elevator.
For this list, we're looking at the most memorable TV comedy characters who weren't part of the main cast, but who weren't one-off guests either. Whenever they showed up, you knew the show was about to get even better. Number 10, Stephen William Upshaw, also known as Crazy Steve, Drake, and Josh.
Why doesn't someone help him?
Yes! What's wrong with people?
Every time this movie theater employee encountered Drake and Josh, a freakout was inevitable. We never knew what would set Crazy Steve off, though.
Really, no better use of my time than to make sure every blessed cup holder is rock solid steady!
Whether it was a complaint about a cup holder or not being able to watch Dora the Explorer, Steve had a tendency to lose it over the most minor things.
Dora!
Part of what makes Steve so hilarious is that he remains something of an enigma. It's unclear why Steve is full of rage or why Mondays are particularly bad days for him.
I love that movie!
We're not sure what became of Crazy Steve after the series ended, although we heard a rumor that he changed his name to Spencer, kidnapped Megan, and moved to Seattle. That's so crazy, it actually makes perfect sense. Number 9, Jazz, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
It's nice to meet you, Jazz.
How do you do? I'm Mr. Banks.
You got that right.
Before Will Smith broke out as an actor, he regularly collaborated with DJ Jazzy Jeff. Even after Smith got his own sitcom, his music partner still occasionally dropped by the Banks mansion as the Fresh Prince's best friend. Jazz was responsible for some of the show's funniest running gags, most notably getting thrown out of the house by Uncle Phil. This was oftentimes prompted by Jazz's habit of saying the wrong thing at the wrong time, as well as his unrequited crush on Hillary. When Jazz wasn't getting tossed out, he was usually going along with one of Will's schemes. Jazz was an always welcome wrench in the Banks family's high-class lifestyle.
The oboes will be coming next.
Number 8, Beverley Leslie, Will and Grace.
Well.
Well. Much like his arch-frenemy Karen Walker, Beverley Leslie is lovable despite his despicable actions, or perhaps because of them. Whereas Karen has something resembling a shriveled-up conscience, though, Beverly seems content to revel in being a shallow and hypocritical socialite.
What did I say?
You know that I'm homosexual. That I'm a homosexual.
What?
I'm a homosexual. I'm a homosexual.
It takes a dose of morphine for Beverly to finally open up about and be true to himself. But of course, this doesn't come as a huge shock to Mrs. Walker.
Karen, this may come as a great shock to you, but I'm a homosexual.
That's it?
Karen and Beverly are on the same playing field when it comes to insults. For every shot Karen takes at his size and sexuality, Beverly has an equally snarky one-liner about her demons.
I heard Stan kicked you out of the manse like a dried-up old tumbleweed. I never thought you'd have blown all the way down here.
The role won Leslie Jordan a Primetime Emmy for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series, cementing Beverly Leslie's legacy as a fan favorite. Number 7, Matthew Mara, also known as Rickety Cricket, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. It's a good thing that Cricket's only a recurring character, because we're not sure how much more torment this guy can possibly handle.
Hey, what do we used to call you in high school?
Rickety Cricket, dude.
That's right, Rickety Crickety Legs!
His legs were...
After surviving high school with the gang, Cricket gets his life together as a priest. Then Cricket leaves the priesthood for a shot with Dee, only to get his heart broken.
So, wait, so you don't love me?
Oh, Maddie, I think you are a great guy.
My life is ruined.
No,
it's ruined.
It's not.
Now homeless, Cricket's life spirals into a never-ending cycle of desperation and debauchery. Watching all the Cricket-centric episodes in order, you'll notice a hilariously depressing devolution with each of his appearances.
Hey, turkeys! Gobble, gobble.
Cricket, what the hell are you doing here?
What around town is you guys are squashing beef?
We don't have beef with you.
You don't have beef with me? I was a priest before I got involved with you guys.
Every time it seems like Cricket has endured the worst, he's shot at, severely burned, or forced to do something unbelievably degrading. It's Always Sunny's showing no signs of slowing down, too, which means Cricket's misery is far from over. Number 6. Barry Zuckerkorn, Arrested Development. He may not be as iconic as the Fonz, but Barry Zuckerkorn is sure to go down as one of Henry Winkler's most outrageous characters. If a lawyer can't remember to take the foil off a ding-dong before putting it in the microwave, chances are he's not the best person to provide legal advice.
I'm a lot more competent than you can imagine. Oh, I forgot to take the tinfoil off, too. I really wanted that.
The Bluth family learns this the hard way time after time. Despite being an attorney, Barry's incompetence usually gets him on the wrong side of the law, whether he's accidentally running over Tobias or picking up a lady who works 2 jobs.
I had a really interesting date last night. A woman who actually works 2 jobs.
Of course, Barry isn't without his redeeming qualities. After all, it takes a keen eye to tell the difference between an actual landscape and Tobias's landscape.
This close, they always look like landscape. Nope. You're looking at balls.
Number 5. Charlotte Harris, Victorious. Better known as Andre's grandmother, Charlotte is as well known for loud freakouts as Crazy Steve, albeit for different reasons. Whereas Steve has some anger management issues, Andre's grandmother has an irrational fear of ceiling fans, the shower, you know what?
There's a helicopter in the kitchen!
Grandma, that's just the ceiling fan.
It's just a ceiling fan!
There's not enough time to list all of her phobias, so let's just say everything. When Andre's grandmother confronts her fear of leaving the house, nobody is safe from her erratic behavior or loud voice.
Oh, hi! You're Andre's grandmother?
I don't know you!
Again, it was probably wise to limit Andre's grandma to a recurring role because if she were a regular player, our eardrums might have exploded.
Hey! Butterfly! Get out of there! Do you hear me? Hey! Get out!
Fortunately, Victorious knew exactly how much of this over-the-top character to give us. Every time we heard her shout, we immediately started screaming with laughter.
Andre!
Number 4. Jean-Ralphio Saperstein, Parks and Recreation. He might not have been a mainstay of Pawnee's Parks Department, but Jean-Ralphio helped launch comedian Ben Schwartz to mainstream popularity.
Who is that hot intern chick out there? Because honestly, damn!
As a matter of fact, this eccentric character was specifically written with Schwartz in mind. Sporting a ridiculous hairdo and infamous for singing into other people's ears, it would be an understatement to say that Jean-Ralphio is extra.
Thank God my grandfather just died, so I am a flush with cash.
With deep pockets and little common sense, Jean-Ralphio is typically on board for whatever business venture Tom Haverford cooks up. It's a good thing that Jean-Ralphio is flushed with cash because his work ethic is virtually non-existent and he's not as good with people as he thinks he is. Donna may hate that guy, but we cannot help but love him.
I'm out.
Why?
I hate that guy.
Number 3. Doug Judy, Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Jake Peralta's relationship with Doug Judy is hard to put a label on. With one being a cop and the other being the Pontiac bandit, Jake initially views Judy as his arch enemy.
Yeah, don't bother looking for me. I'm in the wind.
If you're close enough for me to hear you, you're close enough for me to catch you.
Nah, I got a relay set up, brother.
Regardless, Jake simply can't resist Judy's laid-back charm, no matter how many times he betrays his trust. In spite of all the backstabbing and carjacking, we have to admit that Judy seems like a cool guy to hang out with. Even when he's under arrest, the guy is so chill about it.
Put your hands in the air.
Hey, Rosa. Merry Christmas, girl.
While Judy does earn Jake's friendship in later seasons, he constantly finds new ways to catch the 9-9 and the audience off guard. Jake should make a less unpredictable friend. Like Adrian Pimento.
There's a bomb in my chest!
On second thought, just stick to Charles. Number 2. Janice Litman-Goralnik, Friends. With a nasally catchphrase and iconic cackle, Janice secured her place as one of television's most unforgettable recurring characters. If only Chandler and his friends could forget about Janice. Whenever it seemed like they'd seen the last of her, Janice resurfaced to stir up more annoyance. Although Chandler spent almost 10 years trying to shake her off, her presence was always a treat for the audience.
So I'm asking you, please, just take a moment
before you judge me.
Since Janice popped up at least once per season, it was fun trying to guess how she'd re-enter the gang's lives.
No. No, I'm still working on mine.
Sometimes it was for an extended period, and most of the time it was at the worst possible moment. In any case, nothing could ever prepare the viewer for those familiar 3 words.
Oh my God.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are some honorable mentions. Dr. Leo Spaceman, or Dr. Spaceman, 30 Rock. Are we sure this guy's a doctor? Or even human?
Boy, I'm being awfully open with you, miss. I should not have taken those blue things.
The Judge, also known as Judge Jen, The Good Place. We'd love to take a look at her TV watch list.
Before we begin, I'm going to need you all to sign this.
A petition to bring back Ally McBeal.
Well, yeah. I mean, everything else is getting rebooted.
The Captain, How I Met Your Mother. Kyle MacLachlan at his creepiest, which is saying something.
Please, enjoy yourselves, have fun, but don't touch anything.
Thank you.
Challenge accepted.
Alex Starburns Osbourne, Community. His nickname alone is brilliant.
Turtles don't eat mice.
What do they eat?
I don't know. Pellets? I have no idea.
Reverend Richard Wayne Gary Wayne, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Just don't get into his van or bunker.
Karate! 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 Ninjutsu!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Newman, Seinfeld.
Hello, Jerry. Hello, Newman.
While it was tempting to highlight Jerry Stiller's Emmy-nominated role as Frank Costanza, no recurring character on Seinfeld had a stronger presence than Newman. Originally, Newman was an off-screen role with Larry David providing his voice.
You want to shoot some pool tonight? I can, I'm doing a movie.
When Wayne Knight was cast in a later episode, though, the creators went back and replaced David's voice with his. It was a good call because Knight lives and breathes this U.S. postal worker. Newman is to Jerry what Lex Luthor is to Superman. Part of what makes Newman's diabolical nature so funny is that he's really just a sniveling dweeb with no power.
Are we about through here, Newman?
It's pretty hot under these lights, Seinfeld? Pretty hot.
Actually, I'm quite comfortable.
Whenever Newman can make Jerry's life inconvenient, though, he relishes in it like a supervillain. Despising a sitcom character has never been more fun. Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.